Hi, my beautiful Cancers. Welcome to your reading. Excuse me. This is going to be for November 2023. Real quick, I do want to say that I've been running a personal reading special and I've been connecting it to the videos, and unfortunately, the deadline happened before I was able to get your video out. So I am extending it for 24 hours. And, if you wouldn't mind, you don't have to, but if you wouldn't mind, um, like if you decide to purchase a reading, put Cancer under that so I know that like you're a part of the extension. So what it is, it's $44 off a personal reading, brings it down to 111. I do ask that you have patience because when I run a special, I don't do it that often, mainly because I get a lot of people. And I don't want you to have to wait too long, but I do ask that you have patience if you're interested in that. Um, and I'll put the information right below. So you'll have that. Anyway, back to your reading. This is going to be for Cancer, Sun, Moon, or Rising. I have quite a few members who are Cancers, so I want to give a shout out to you. Um, some of you are intuitively guided to the channel, to a reading, and I want to thank you for paying attention to your intuition. Or you may be here checking up on a Scorpio, want to know what's going on in their energy. Remember, if you would, that I really read through my guides. I use the cards as like just a tool to ignite my intuition, to like let the story jump off the page. Um, why am I telling you that? Oh, well, I just feel like whatever reason you're here, your guides know that, and be open to receiving messages for yourself. And many times, a lot of it will be more for you because you're the one that's actually here. So, anyways, welcome, guys. Let's go ahead and get into your reading. So, I'm going to use three different decks. We're going to use Mother Mary for our words of wisdom, bringing back the Universal Tarot as clarifiers or to go deeper. And I just, like this month, I've just loved the Universal Tarot. So I've been bringing it in like for main spreads, but it felt like this month was calling for the Tarot Dreams for you for your main spread. So I chose that for the main spread. We also are going to bring in the Universal Tarot. Let's go ahead and begin. So let's start with Mother Mary. And by the way, everything's pre-shuffled. But I like to give it a couple shuffles with you here, though. Most of you know that who've been with me, and those who are new, welcome. Welcome to our soul family. All right, I'm going to bring the lid down. Not too much, but enough. All right. Cancer. November. Remember, time is fluid. And all I really mean by that is, we're saying November because we have to put some time limit on it, I suppose. But I'm a big believer in, if you run across a reading and something is pulling you to it, and you watch it and it's like, oh, that's exactly what I needed to hear. And then you find out, wait a minute, that was 2 years old. Don't even think about that because I feel like your guides will direct you um, to whatever it is you need to see. They're constantly trying to reach out and give us signs. All right, we have family. Family. I pray for my family and give this situation over to God for answers, support, and healing. Beautiful. So, handing over a situation to God, knowing that it will be supported, heard, and healed. We'll read that from the book at the end. But it'll show. It'll let us know why it's here through your main spread, I'm sure. All right, let's go ahead and begin with the main spread, which is going to again be the tarot of dreams. There we go. Give it a cut. Okay. Well, we're going to take them because they literally did not want to come up. Okay, wow. That's a lot of cards. But you know what? I feel like I have to take them. So let's go ahead and begin. We have the Chariot, your major arcana. Look at that. Your very first card. It's like if you don't trust that your guides are here, it's like they're throwing out the major arcana for Cancer. We're in the year of the Chariot, 2023. We have the Seven of Cups. So, Cancer, I feel like you're making a decision over something. We have the Six of Swords, maybe to stay with someone or to leave someone or something. Six of Swords really talks about, that you've taken a hard look at your life and you're realizing like what energies have become toxic to you. And when I say toxic, it can mean a million different things, but ultimately what it's doing is holding you back. It's keeping you potentially in a life that I don't feel that you would be satisfied with when the Six of Swords shows up. Some of you, that's exactly what you're questioning. Do I hop in my chariot? Let's keep going. Okay, well, now we know why. Seven of Swords. Untrustworthy energy. They call the Seven of Swords a thief in the night. This is someone who takes much more than what they deserve. Mirroring the Chariot. So I definitely feel this is someone who's taken from you in some format. The two sevens, Seven of Swords, the untrustworthy energy, and then the Seven of Cups, making a decision over that. Okay, well, let's keep going. We have the Eight of Pentacles. We have Judgment, your spiritual team. Almost like telling you or asking you, please choose a cup. Please make a decision. Because Judgment really is calling you, first of all, it talks about truth, being truthful with oneself. And then it's about living in the present moment, usually because there's some type of rebirth that's about to happen. Maybe you need to allow it to happen. And I'm only saying that because the Seven of Swords, it's just not good energy. But it's like your spiritual team knows what's going on. They see it. And I feel like it's like they're asking you to choose one of these cups. We have the Knight of Wands under the Six of Swords. I like that. And I'll tell you why real quick. To me, the Knight of Wands is, to me, it feels like a rush of energy that comes towards me. But because it's coming under the Six of Swords, like you in your boat, I feel like it's to help move you sooner through this. How do I want to say this? Through the choppy waters of the Six of Swords. It's change. But it's good change. But change can be difficult nonetheless, right? So this seems to like it's almost like tide comes in and it helps to move you into calmer waters, probably sooner than you expected. All right, we have the King of Wands. Can be in Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. He's coming under the Seven of Swords. So I'm not sure yet if he's the cause of that Seven of Swords. We have the High Priestess. This is your intuition, your GPS for this lifetime. And then we have the Six of Cups. Interesting. Interesting because Six of Cups is being mirrored by the Seven of Cups. But what's coming between the two is Judgment. So again, your spiritual team calling you to the present moment, right? There's a decision that needs to be made in the present moment. It does offer a rebirth. And to me, any type of rebirth that's coming through the energy of judgment, it must be a good thing. Some of you may have someone of a younger time on your mind. You may be even traveling to them. I don't feel like who's ever in the Six of Cups energy is the same person in the Seven of Swords, because I feel like you're leaving that energy or ultimately will leave that energy. I mean, it's up to you. But if that's what, if you choose to get in that boat, I feel like your spiritual team is recognizing that. It's almost like you see the toxicity around you and then you make a decision not to accept it. And I feel like there are rewards for that. Again, the choppy waters of the Six of Swords, I feel like this Knight of Wands is moving you through it very quickly. So, anyways, what I was saying is, I don't feel like the person, if this is a person in the Six of Cups, which talks about someone that, if it's a person, it's someone I would have happy memories of. When I think about them, it probably makes me smile. It could be someone who's been on my mind. Maybe you've been on their mind. But I do feel like in the same breath, like I've got to deal with what's happening right now and, you know, make a decision from the Seven of Cups. The Chariot, your major arcana, I feel like it's just representing like you're stronger than whoever this is in the Seven of Swords. You're stronger than them. Doesn't have to be love. This could certainly be relating to a workplace. Let's keep going. I want to see what comes next to the Six of Cups. We have the Knight of Swords. Interesting, we have two knights back to back here. One is like a rush of passion. I also feel like it's universal energy to help move you through the temporary difficulty of the seven or the Six of Swords. But then the Knight of Swords could be certainly be some type of communication. It's almost like you're heading back. Yeah. Some of you may be like moving back to a location where you do have happy memories of. I often feel like this is my hometown. Doesn't have to be though. Maybe I went to college there. Eight of Pentacles here in between the Chariot and the High Priestess feels like potentially what you do for a living or what you can be doing for a living. Eight of Pentacles to me talks about, you know, first of all, it's a new beginning. So it can be a new avenue that you're adding into something you're already doing, or it can be a new job. Eight of Pentacles says you don't need to know everything there is to know. This is about learning as you go. So the willingness to walk in as the apprentice, knowing that eventually you're going to leave as a master. It feels like, any kind of questions I may have, I need to trust my intuition because your intuition is being very strong here. It's like, again, I am your GPS for this lifetime. Trust in me. I'm wondering if this is communication coming in. Let's see. We have the Emperor. The Emperor, part of Aries. Could definitely be someone's boss. Because I'm looking at the King of Wands above him, but then the Seven of Swords above him. The Emperor is being mirrored by the High Priestess. So literally, that's where you find your answers within. Though remembering that your spiritual team is here. I feel like this is saying, you know, um, something of the past. And I don't really mean the Six of Cups energy, because this could be someone old that becomes new again. But I feel like whatever's toxic to me, that's what my spiritual team is saying. You got to find a way to let go of that or get away from it. All right, let's see what's on the bottom of the deck. Well, hello, Ten of Pentacles, House of Abundance. Let's see what's under that. The Page of Pentacles. Some of you may be going back to school. It's like maybe I had my bachelor's and I'm going back for my master's. Or maybe there was just one class that I needed to take that I'm going to go, I'm going to take it. Maybe it's something brand new. Again, with the Eight of Pentacles, it is about your creative house and sitting right next to Judgment and the High Priestess, and it's connected to your energy. I feel like, if this is any type of anything you're doing with your creativity, it feels like that has the opportunity to really catch on fire this month, and I mean that in a good way. Ultimately creating the Ten of Pentacles, that is, first of all, it's a house of loyalty. So the Seven of Swords wouldn't fit there. Some of you, this could talk about working from home. Maybe you were working for a company and, for whatever reason, you weren't treated right. Or sometimes there's one bad egg, you know what I mean? Like one person who just starts the ball rolling, who gossips, who takes my ideas and claims them for their own. Again, this person, I get this feeling like who's ever in this Seven of Swords, I have a feeling they don't even know that you have leaving on your mind. Hmm. And I say that because I feel like whatever it is you're leaving, and again, it doesn't always have to mean like I'm physically leaving somewhere, but I am physically closing the door to something. I feel like whatever it is, again, the universe is like gonna help help move you very quickly in a good way. All right, let's go ahead and bring out the universal tarot, and let's just get into this. Figure out who this person is in the Seven of Swords. Again, they are mirroring your energy. And to me, when I think about the Chariot, I think about unlimited potential. But this person of the Seven of Swords seems to like want to take part of that potential. All right, let's start at the beginning, but we're reading as a whole. We have the King of Cups coming right over the Chariot. Of course, this can be you, another Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. I have to be honest though, I feel like this King, there's something about his energy that it's making me wonder, is he the one in the Seven of Swords? So let's take what's face up first. The Magician, the Manifester. Coming over the Seven of Cups, you can manifest. Like you can manifest a dream of your life. You just got to let go of exactly how things must be or exactly how things must show. And instead, trust in the universe that, you do your part, they'll do their part. It's almost like when I'm dealing with someone of the Seven of Swords, deception, envy, whatever their problem is, it's their problem. And I feel like, I've got to see it, I've got to know it. And then I've got to make a real decision. Like, is this what I want? Now, Six of Swords is telling me you don't. And it also is telling me that, like, who's ever, like, this person probably, doesn't want other people to know that they're untrustworthy or envious, that type of energy. But I feel like you know it anyway. Like, like you're on to them. And now I'm feeling this king. This king could certainly be someone who, I don't know. I feel like almost like I gave my cups away. Well, let's keep going. Eight of Cups over the Six of Swords. That makes sense. Six of Pentacles over the Seven of Swords. And then the Page of Pentacles made its way out. It was under the 10 here. What's under that? The Knight of Cups. Wow, hello. Unexpected couple fulfillment. It's interesting because I can read this in a couple different ways. First of all, let's just go back again and, start at the Magician. The Magician coming over the Seven of Cups just tells me that really you can manifest again the type of life you want. But it does take your action. It does take your, what's the word I want to use? Like you foreseeing the potential of the future. And I don't even mean that in a psychic way, but it's like, maybe you're just really trusting in your guide, you're trusting in what you're feeling, because then comes the Eight of Cups over that Six of Swords. So it tells me that you have looked within your emotional house, like you're understanding it. You're understanding like who took, who gave, who didn't. You know what I mean? Like, um, because the person in the Eight of Cups, they're moving out of that energy. They're heading towards the Nine of Cups, which is inner harmony. And then over the Seven Swords, it's the Six of Pentacles. Well, that would make perfect sense because, you do have such compassionate hearts. And I know some people will say, not my Cancer. Well, the majority of Cancers, depending on your experiences, of course. But in this energy, it definitely feels like this person, the Seven Swords, taking much more than they give. Like they are a taker. They are a taker. They're taking advantage of your generosity, of your generous spirit, of your empathy. What a shame, right? That someone would do that to you. But in the same breath, I'm sure there's a lesson here. And listen, and if this is anything to do about work and someone's like, like literally taking my ideas, or claiming my work, it's kind of like a backwards, compliment. Um, I feel like before I go on, I want to just take one card over this king. Temperance, divine timing. Hmm. I feel like some of you have been on a journey really learning about love in all its formats. And part of that is about learning how to love yourself too. And that means that, loving yourself means that you're going to be honest and truthful with yourself, right? You're not going to allow those who, have no intention of fulfilling you to really take up any more of your heart space or your mind or your thoughts. I feel like you've been dealing with this person of the Seven of Swords for a while, but I think that's coming to a close, especially with the one and then an eight and another eight. So, anyways, I wanted to look at this king a little bit deeper, and then we get temperance, divine timing. Temperance's main message is patience. Patience, my child. Why? Because I feel like temperance is responsible as it relates to like soulmates, let's say. She's responsible in filling both of the cups equally. This over here, this energy's been unequal. It's been unbalanced. But over here, I feel like you have the perfect opportunity to like rebalance yourself, rebalance your life. I do feel like it is going to take your effort, right? It is you moving out of that energy. First, I'm recognizing it. And listen, sometimes it's hard, especially if I loved who's ever in that Seven of Swords. It's hard, right? But nonetheless, I've got to be honest with myself. I often feel the person in the Seven of Swords is like a liar. So, I don't know. Maybe this king over here is not bad. Maybe it is this king. But let's keep going. Because I don't feel like temperance would come out. Card of Sagittarius, by the way. But I don't feel like temperance would come out to give a negative message. Let's keep going. We do have family for Mother Mary, so for some, maybe the person in the Seven Swords could be a family member. But at the same time, like I don't teach them anything by just giving and giving and giving and giving and giving, right? Like they have to learn to do their part also. Um, I just get this feeling if I work with this person, like this person gossips a lot, like a ratchet jaw. And I feel like through their gossip, like there's something that has to do with you. And again, I feel like that would come through the energy of envy, but it's showing itself as like almost like someone's trying to present you in a different light um, versus the light that you really are. Anyways, we have the Ace of Wands coming over Judgment. So, Ace of Wands is it's a couple different things. First of all, Judgment is saying, I need you in the present moment. I need you to consider a rebirth, right? It is up to you. Um, but it doesn't feel like there's anything here that is worth even trying to save, to be honest. So the Ace of Wands is action. Judgment saying, I need you in the present moment. And then it's up to you to take that action. The Magician's right above that ace. We have the Six of Wands, victory, victorious energy. Interesting because it's coming under that Six of Swords, and I already felt that this Knight of Wands, it's like it's energy to help move you out of, let's just say, a difficult situation much sooner versus later. Now, again, it is up to you. It is your action that does it. But like the universe wants you to know that they're 100% behind you. Not only behind you, but they see what's going on, right? Now, I also feel, we have the Page of Pentacles over the Eight of Pentacles. So I certainly feel like for some of you, it's like you're learning something new, maybe a new craft. It could even be like through your spirituality, because the High Priestess is connected to all this. This could be talking about, where maybe I worked for someone else and now, like, I have my own platform. And if I questioned, like, could I really be successful? Well, we do have the Ten of Pentacles, but this is the energy, first of all, is victorious energy, but it's also the energy where other people are looking up to you. Why are they looking up to you? Because of actions that you've taken. It may come through communication, like what you speak about, But I feel like ultimately it's because of the actions you've taken where other people now look to you. Um, and the only thing in the Six of Wands I have to be careful of is I don't let it go to my ego, right? That I don't like, because listen, you know, it's almost like you're moving from an energy that just feels so toxic into an energy where, like for some of you, I feel like you end up working for yourself. I feel like if nothing else, like spirit's going to pique your interest in something, and then that interest is going to lead to something maybe new, maybe brand new. Um, and I feel like your spirituality has a lot to do with it. But I also feel like it's because of what you have learned. It's your life experiences. Some of you may be like talking about how to overcome emotional issues, especially with those who like often the Seven of Swords, I feel like it's a little bit of narcissistic type energy. All right, with the Three of Pentacles. Three of Pentacles mirroring, first of all, you have a lot of pentacles. Do you? I feel like you have a lot of pentacles. Um, so let's talk for a second about the Three of Pentacles, because it's mirroring the Page of Pentacles, which again is over the Eight of Pentacles. The Three of Pentacles remind you or want you to remind yourself of your uniqueness. It's interesting, we go from a six to a three. It's almost like who I was giving to here, whether I was giving it to them or they were just taking it. I see now the separation of that from a six down to a three. So it's like you, and then victorious six over, to the left of it. So I don't feel like this King of Wands is anyone that, I don't feel like it, I don't know. Like, because I feel like the King of Wands is someone who can really appreciate your uniqueness. The it's three wands, three pentacles I meant. Um, Three of Pentacles really is about, some type of craft, something that you're innately good at. It can be something you don't even know that, like, I didn't even know that I was going to be good at this or that I would succeed at this. But nonetheless, you do. For some of you, this could also be a new job offer. And I feel like if it's an actual job offer, like I feel it's almost like you're running your own thing. It's like you have like your own department. Not that I don't have to answer to anyone, but there's a lot of freedom, I feel. And again, some of you, I feel like spirit is piquing your interest on a certain subject. And it again may be like your spirituality. And I feel like that is something you're also learning. And for some of you, that's what you're bringing to the table. You know, I may know a lot, but I don't know everything. And I feel like with the Page of Pentacles, especially Temperance here too, over the Eight of Pentacles and the High Priestess, I feel like there's still a lot to learn. But I feel like that's exactly what you're going to do. You're going to learn it. All right, let's keep going. Two of Pentacles. So that's kind of putting the ball in your court. They call this a juggler's card. I got a lot of balls up in the air, Sandy. I don't know if I can add anything else into it. To me, I call it using the logical mind. It's a pentacle. So, as I'm making decisions here, what's gonna what decisions will help root me, ground me? Some may say, well, I'm already busy enough, but again, I feel like if you're being led, um, It just feels like it's going to flow naturally. So just, be open to it. You don't have to say yes. Again, the ball's in your court, the ball's in your court. But look what's coming over both of them. Seven of Cups, choosing a cup. Well, there's a magician. The fool's greatest teacher. The past in the past. Doesn't mean that someone from the past can't come back. It just means I'm not taking the experiences, the hardships. I'm not going to allow that to form my future. All right, let's keep going. See what comes over the Six of Cups. It kind of feels like communication. Ten of Swords. Ten of Swords. Okay, well, that's not great. I can tell you this much. If someone's reaching out, um, but they have a habit, like, clearly, like in the Ten of Swords, I feel like there's a habit here. This person is taking these swords and they're seeing the swords coming, right? They're laying on their back. It's almost like the law of attraction. I expect a dagger, and therefore, what do I receive? A dagger. So, some type of a pattern with the world. Interesting. And then the Fool. Okay, well, the Fool is good news, especially with the world here. The world is the next chapter. We got to remember, like, our lives are like a book, right? We have different chapters, and we don't want to keep reading the same chapter, especially if it consists of the Seven of Swords. I don't want to keep staying in that chapter. I want to create, I want my book to be exciting, adventuresome, love, all that. So it's interesting. Here is this Ten of Swords sitting over the Seven or the Six of Cups. I feel like I want to take one card, the Hierophant, from a 10 down to the 5. All right, let me just put it this way. I feel like if there's any communication that's coming toward you, if this is someone who has a habit of putting daggers in you, you really want to trust your energy. You know what I mean? Because maybe that's why I'm a little confused. Like, one of these kings good, one of these kings bad. Someone's carrying the Seven of Swords energy. Um, and then, the Six of Cups. Well, someone I have happy memories over, but dang, then comes the Ten of Swords over it. Could it potentially be someone who has grown up? Yes. I mean, we do have the Hierophant over it. We do go from a 10 down to a 5. So that signifies some type of change. Now, if it is this person of the Seven of Swords, I'm not going to say take him back. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Can a cheater stop cheating? I guess it's possible. But I don't know that I want to be the one to find out. I mean, I've been with cheaters and they didn't stop cheating. But anyways, then we have the Hierophant over this energy. Card of Taurus, by the way. And then the World. And then the Fool. So it's like you're saying yes to this next chapter. I feel like it's answering the question of the Two of Pentacles. But why is this Six of Cups getting such a bad rap? All right, I think we need to look a little closer. Could be a Taurus for some of you, of course. Ace of Swords. So I do feel like there's going to be communication from someone of your past. But is it good? Tell me more. Is it good? Nine of Wands. The Page of Swords. And look at this, the Two of Wands. Okay. All right. So I potentially, okay. So I feel like there's two kings here. And of course, that can be male or female. Don't get me wrong. Um, one king is carrying the Seven of Swords energy, whether that be a boss, whether that be a lover, or whether it be both. Sometimes my whole life can suck. You know what I mean? Like nothing's going right at work, nothing's going right at home. What am I going to do? Your spiritual team is saying, we're here to help you. Like we're sending in these rushes of energy and try to follow that. Now, then we come down to the Six of Swords. And normally this is someone I would have happy memories of. I have a feeling this person may be of a much younger time because I feel like part of their lesson, especially with the Nine of Wands right there, right? My own responsibility, but I don't feel like it's your responsibility, their responsibility. And I feel like what they would say if they have the opportunity, because maybe the Hierophant is saying that they have grown, and I'm definitely someone that says, don't take a narcissist back. And I always like when I get messages or comments from people who think that's what I'm saying, like I try to make it so clear. Like a narcissist is a narcissist, is a narcissist. But it is always gonna be up to you. So, do I feel this person down here is a narcissist? No, but I do feel like there was some type of pattern. Um, I do feel like with the Nine of Wands, they've reflected upon that. I do feel like there is time in between, like, when we were, if we were. I feel like part of their lesson was learning how to communicate. Could certainly be an air sign, or have air in their chart because that's part of it, right? Could also be Virgo, Gemini. I mean, Mercury. But nonetheless, I'm getting off track here. So I do feel like this is somebody who is going to communicate. And I feel like if a conversation is had, they would, this is how you tell. I feel like they would come in and they would claim their responsibility over these swords. Now, it could be that they were just young and dumb, and maybe now they're showing as a king or a queen. Because I feel like you're going to accept that conversation. We have the Two of Wands, which to me is like a yes. We have the Fool, which means I'm willing to take a leap of faith. Fool's looking right at the world, a new chapter. You're leaving the old chapter. Whoever, again, carries that Seven of Swords energy, bye bye. Adios. And you're making some changes, and the universe is 100% behind you. So, it's interesting because, again, normally I would say I always feel the Ten of Swords as a repeat pattern. But I guess that doesn't mean someone can't break that pattern. I mean, maybe that was their karmic lesson in this lifetime, breaking that pattern. And I feel like with the Nine of Wands right below that, potentially I feel like they do. And then the Ace of Swords, truth, honesty, through the art of communication. And then the Hierophant, right? Maybe they found their faith again, or maybe they found it for the first time. This could be someone who claims, like, I've been reborn, or maybe they've had like spiritual awakenings. It's funny because I don't know whether to stick up for this person or not. Okay, I'm just going to go right over that again. Look at that. The Two of Cups. Okay. Soulmate. Wow. I want to signify again, I do not feel the person in the Seven of Swords is the same person down here. Because I feel like, again, this person is what you're leaving behind, or this energy is what you're leaving behind. And I feel like you're heading to greener pastures. But again, it's going to take your energy. The magician making a decision over these cups. Well, what cup? Well, down here. And now we have the Two of Cups, Temperance. Remember how I said I feel like Temperance is part of her job is filling both of these cups up equally. So I feel like Temperance here, it must be saying that this person has changed. Okay. I'm not going to overthink it. I just feel like this person has changed. And by the way, I feel like you'll know very quickly because again, I feel like one of the first conversations will be someone saying like, I know my part, like I know, my responsibility in, let's just say our relationship not working out or what have you. But nonetheless, it is a soulmate energy. Um, and sometimes soulmates teach us great lessons. Doesn't always mean you take them back, but I just get the feeling this is the direction you're moving. Okay, let's come up to the Seven of Swords. I just want to know a little bit more about that energy, even though I don't know. Part of me is like, do I really? Some of you may be like changing locations, getting a new job, finding a new lover. It's like, like your life is changing. Five of Swords. Okay. Well, there's that toxicity. Ace of Pentacles. I don't know why I thought that was the star for a second. Five of Wands. And then Three of Cups. I get a feeling that this person is has a big ego. I feel like if this is someone that, I try to get them to see my way, it's just not going to happen. It's like their way or the highway type of thing. I do feel like this is someone who has had an effect within your pentacles. It's like here's this Ace of Pentacles, but yet I kind of feel like this person takes it, but it belongs to you. Two fives around that pentacle, and neither one of these fives are good fives. The first five is Five of Swords, which again talks about the toxicity, and then it moves into the Ace of Pentacles, which then moves into a very egotistical type energy of the Five of Wands. And then I also feel like sometimes I just got to understand, like, what am I fighting for? Like this is the type, I just feel like this is the type of person that you can never be right. Like it's just not going to happen. Even if you are right, I also feel like this person may drink a little. May not have the most sober mind. And I'm saying drink a little bit. Maybe they drink a lot. Okay. Well, I just think we got to say bye bye. Bye bye bye. All right, let's pick that up. Actually, I'm going to pick all this up. And I want to keep the soulmates out. I want to keep the world out. And I want to keep the whole out. And I want to move us forward. If I can pick up the cards. I'm going to pick these up. And I want to move us from present day forward. Because remember, that's what judgment's about. It's calling you to the present moment. Why? Because there can, there's rebirths happening, and I feel like it's more than just one thing. All right, so actually, this two came out last, so let's put it this way. And I'm going to bring out the crystal vision, and I'm just going to surround it. So, the world, the next chapter. I feel like the world chapter is the closest chapter to God. This is where my spirituality is alive. This is where I'm really learning to trust my intuition and my guides. This is where I'm really noticing signs. And I'm using those signs to my advantage. I mean, the fool's right there looking at the universe, but then behind him is the Two of Cups. Almost like I don't even know that Two of Cups exists yet. But I'm saying, yes, I'm taking a leap of faith to this next chapter. I'm going to start it free and clear. I'm noticing that zero, no beginning, no end. Interesting that that would also describe a soulmate. Did I cut these? I don't feel like I did. Let's give them a cut. And let's just kind of see what's going on here. Six of Wands, victory. Eight of Pentacles again. Put it this way. Ten of Wands. Interesting. I say interesting because there's no way the Ten of Wands is moving into the universe's energy. They just don't fit. So it means this Ten of Wands is coming to an end, or has potential of coming to an end. Ten of Wands talks about can be a period of time where there was just a lot of responsibilities on your shoulders. It's also the energy sometimes of carrying other people's responsibilities, and becomes backbreaking. I have to feel the person in Ten of Wands is secretly wishing for a tower, like, I just want this to end. Well, I feel like that's exactly what's happening. And then the Eight of Pentacles before that, for some of you, like you're starting a new job or you're adding in like something new. Because again, it's like here you are taking the platform. And listen, some of you, Sam and I just had this discussion. Um, And then my daughter and I had the discussion yesterday. That's why Sam and I had the discussion. And I was saying how, like, with my daughter, I said, just let people know, because she's a reader also, Jenny Love Chiro, um, what you're going through, because what you're going through, other people are going through. No, why am I telling you this? Oh, because I feel like our experiences actually become our platform. Whether it's like what we do for a physical living or it's just who I become. Okay. Anyway, where's that Six of Cups again? Interesting how the Six of Cups is connected not only to the Ten of Swords, but now the Ten of Wands. But the Six of Cups has the Fool directly underneath it. We have the Queen of Wands, Queen of Action. Can be an Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but really she is the Queen of Action. Three of Pentacles again. I personally love the Three of Pentacles. First of all, I feel like this is like me just putting my head down, doing my thing, like creating, working, whatever it is I may be doing. Again, it speaks about your uniqueness to what you do. Again, it doesn't matter how many people do it. Like nobody can do it quite like you. I often feel in the Three of Pentacles like other people are taking notice of what you do, like, in a very proud kind of way. Not in a like envious way, but as a like they see you, they see your uniqueness. And it's interesting because sitting next to the Two of Cups, that would make perfect sense because no one knows your soul like your soulmate and God. All right, for some reason, I'm going to move that back up there. King of Swords, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. It's funny because I did feel earlier that that person potentially had some type of air um, in their chart. Queen of Pentacles. You're like, wait a minute, I'm not any of those people, but in fact, you may be all of them. The Five of Swords. Five of Swords is now mirroring the Ten of Wands. First of all, from a 10 to a 5. 5 speaks of change. The Queen of Pentacles, let's just say, can be a Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn, of course. But I really feel like this Queen of Pentacles, like, I feel like you're all people, to be honest. So I feel like this Queen of Pentacles talks about, your ability to see um, the truth, your ability to, like, or this is saying you have the ability to, like, you know, pick up on the details other people miss. It may be your specialty, it may be something you end up doing. I often feel like the Queen of Pentacles is someone who, if not a business owner, is like a manager. Someone who maybe likes to work behind the scenes and have to be that. Oh, okay. Well, we're not taking all that, but we are going to take what's face up. I'll take that one there. All right. Two Pentacles. The Empress. Beautiful. Right under the soulmates. And then hello, the star. Your hopes, your dreams, your wishes. Card of Aquarius, by the way, coming right under the King of Swords. So for some, it could certainly be an Aquarius. But it's still about your dreams and bringing them to fruition. The Fool now is right in the middle. I just realized, like, the Fool ends up in the middle of the spread here. And on one side is the soulmates, on the other side is the world. Look at this. And then the Ace of Swords. Communication. Okay. This is what I'm feeling, Cancer. I'm feeling like it's either you or someone of your past, I feel like, is going to reach out. I feel like if this is someone you've been with, first of all, the Six of Cups does talk about happy memories, but that doesn't mean that's all there were happy memories. Because I do feel like there's something that someone may have to come in and claim their responsibility at least. Like they have to know that. And if they don't, then it's probably not a good thing, right? So I do feel like if this is someone who's coming into your life, and again, I feel like how, well, it seems to be through communication. But it's because you are taking on the Fool's energy at the same time. The Fool just means that I have enough clarity of the past that instead of carrying the heaviness of it, I only carry the wisdom. So the Fool's like, I'm willing to take a leap of faith. looking right at that world like, I'm going to do it. And then the soulmate behind the fool, almost like you don't even know. It's interesting. This is like that kind of energy where, like, out of the blue, I start thinking about someone, but you're thinking about them because they're thinking about you. This could also be someone who, in some way, may know a little bit of what's going on in your life. Maybe it's just through social media or something. Because I don't feel like they're coming in to interrupt anything. I feel like it's because you've made some conscious choices in your life that it just now feels like the right time. I don't feel like judgment will come out and be like, oh, by the way, while you're still in this relationship, we're going to bring in someone else also just to throw more confusion on, in the mix. No, because judgment wants you to be free and clear. Judgment wants you to be very present minded and then follow the energy, follow the signs. So, the Ace of Swords coming over the star, I feel like this would be something that you would want, and again, maybe you don't even know who this person is yet. But I feel like in the same breath, I still I like, almost like I'm saying in the universe, like, I don't want karmic. You know, I don't want to have to learn all these lessons. I feel like I've learned the lessons from the last person. Um, so bring me in a higher vibrational love. With the universe's answer to you would be, where's your own vibration? Because that's what we must match. And that's why the Fool's so important here, because the Fool, again, even though I dealt with the Seven of Swords energy, deception, envy, untrustworthy, thief of the night type of energy, I am not going to let it be my present or my future. That is very clear to me. I feel like, a chapter is ending, but man, it feels good that this chapter is ending. All right. I love that the Empress is also here. It's funny because it's like if you look at the card, she's got like this little arrow pointing down to her head. It's almost like an apple's falling from a tree. But often feels like epiphanies. It's direction. The Empress is very open to universe's signs. The Empress is someone who is receiving epiphanies quite often, and she's learned really to put them to use, to trust them, to follow them. The Empress is someone who, has definitely been through it all, but she's learned to keep her heart open. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to allow the person from the Seven of Swords to dictate what my future is going to be like. Because listen, I've been with someone of the Seven of Swords, and I'm not with them now. You know what I mean? Um, anyways, let's um, let's just take a couple cards right across the middle. I don't even know why. I feel like I'm over clarifying now, but I feel like I just want to go right across the middle. And this is just for anything that has yet to come out that wants to come out. I caught wanted to push that Ten of Wands right off the table. Well, hello, Two of Cups again. The Moon, card of Pisces. It's your ruler. It's your ruler. The Moon can talk about taking things slow, right? I can only see as far as the moonlight allows me to see. But in the same breath, the moon is very dreamy type energy. And then I get this feeling, some of you, like almost like you're connecting, like I lay my head down on my pillow at night and some reason I start thinking of someone and I feel like they're thinking about you too. It's interesting because I want to say, like, I can't guarantee this. How could I? Because there's free will, right? But if we don't look at the energy that we needed to overcome, how can we ever arrive at this energy? All right, one more. Let's just follow the soulmates and the moon one more time. Page of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. This has been a learning experience. I love this page because she's really chilled out. She's got like her ukulele there. And then we have the Seven of Pentacles. So, Seven of Pentacles to me is, first of all, we're in a universal year seven. So I feel like, and this is the year where I, so boldly made prediction back in January that I felt like a lot of soulmates were going to come together. Well, we're heading towards the end now. But then we're moving into universal year eight, new beginning. So maybe we're finishing up what we need to finish up so that when the universal eight begins, we're ready. Seven of Pentacles to me is one of these seeds are coming to fruition. It is the energy of patience, patience to allow a seed to become fully ripe, but then taking that seed and expanding it. I feel like the Ten of Pentacles is made from these seeds, because this is a house that can truly take root. If I don't even think about money wise, I'm thinking about, I don't know, all of a sudden I'm getting this feeling of like old souls, something that, you know, it's almost like a love story that takes root long after we're gone. This might be quite a story, an interesting story that one day, you tell your children or your grandchildren or your grandchildren tell their children. Like I feel like it's just a type of love that lasts, well, probably for eternity, but I feel like the story outlives you. And I mean that in a really beautiful way. So I feel like the soulmate energy, I do feel like it's meant to happen. It's part of your destiny. But in the same time, so were those lessons that you've just been through. And probably there's the other soulmates lessons. Like individually, right? Like I had to learn this, they had to learn this. I've had these experiences, they've had these experiences and both of us having to, like, I feel like it's about, like, what I'm no longer willing to accept and being honest and truthful for myself. If someone is stabbing me in the back, I'm going to know it. If someone is untrustworthy, I'm going to know, especially with the Empress here, because she's very open to universal energy. Like she trusts her own energy above all. If someone comes towards you and their intention is to put a dagger in your back, they can't do it to the Empress. She's going to know it. She's going to feel it way before they even show up. She's right next to the star. Beautiful energy of making dreams come true. And it doesn't guarantee, like, even making this dream come true, that everything's just going to be hunky dory. There still may be challenges that you need to overcome. But I feel like soulmate energy, like, we're going to work it out. We're going to work it out. And listen, if this is someone from your past, literally, it feels like they needed to mature. Maybe you needed to mature. And I feel like part of their lesson was their communication. So, all right, let's read family. This is a long one, guys. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Honesty. That is weird. I am in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. Honesty. Was stuck in the book. That's a first for me. All right, family. Your prayers for your family have been heard. Whatever you're concerned about, God has the answers you seek. Since worry can sometimes attract negative experiences, it's essential to give heaven any anxiety about your loved ones. Take a moment right now to breathe deeply and exhale family burdens skyward to God, Mary, and the angels. As you release these cares, fill your heart with faith that in his infinite, I'm sorry, fill your heart with faith that in his wisdom and love, God has a wonderful plan for you and your family. Often prayers are answered in illogical ways, so please don't spend time worrying about how your solution will come about. Instead, trust in God, who cares infinitely for you and your family. Okay, and then honesty. I'm in touch with my true feelings regarding this situation. All right, guys, I'm going to leave it there. I feel like this is a long reading, but it is what it needed to be. So anyways, I'm going to let that be. So I am going to go ahead and extend the personal reading special for 24 hours. Again, if you don't mind, and I only take PayPal, just put cancer or, you know, you don't have to. I'll know, but anyway, so I will extend that for 24 hours. I want to thank you all for all the ways you support my channel. Your donations is what keeps this channel on YouTube. Truly, your shares, you subscribing, you liking, you commenting, all of that means so much to me. So I have so much gratitude for you. I really do. And I have a lot of cancers who are members also. So, you know, shout out to you again. Anyway, I love you guys. Thank you. And I'll see you next time at our table. Bye bye.